Good morning, everyone. Bob Sima.
Shannon Plummer.
We are your musical guests. Hello, I see your waves, and it's good to be with you all. It's been a minute since we've seen you, so we're just grateful to be here. And we're going to be sharing a bunch of music today, but we're going to get you started with a song about remembrance and knowing that our hearts are always connected. It's called "Your Heart and Mine." How long has it been since we were together last? How long has it been? How long has it been since we were together last? How long has it been? How long has it been? Was it this life or the last? How long has it been? How long has it been? Was it this life or the last? How long has it been? But were we ever really apart? 'Cause your heart and mine are the oldest of friends. Your heart and mine. Come on and sing it with us. Your heart and mine are the oldest of friends. Your heart and mine. Your heart and mine are the oldest of friends. Your heart and mine. You know no separation. I am so grateful to look into your eyes. I am so glad. I am so grateful to look into your eyes. I am so glad. I am so grateful we've come together again. I am so glad. I am so grateful we've come together again. I am so glad. It's like we never were really apart. 'Cause your heart and mine are the oldest of friends. Your heart and mine. Your heart and mine are the oldest of friends. Your heart and mine. Come on, sing it to the camera, to everyone. Your heart and mine are the oldest of friends. Your heart and mine. Your heart and mine are the oldest of friends. Your heart and mine. Come on now, y'all. Your heart and mine are the oldest of friends. Your heart and mine. And our hearts, they never need to be lonely or to bleed. Your heart and mine. Your heart and mine. Your heart and mine are the oldest of friends.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. We want to introduce Brenda, who is going to bring in the evocation.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Brenda Warning, and today's evocation, let me take a wonderful breath. It was inspiring music. Thank you so much. There is one God, one universal wisdom, the loving presence that is in everything and in everyone. Take a moment and feel this goodness, this one source of the divine goodness. And with that, that fills my heart with such gratitude for that source of life that we all together get to enjoy, and it unites us all here at Center for Spiritual Living Delaware and everyone that is participating on Facebook or wherever. So thank you so much for participating. Thank you so much for this community and for the leadership and for showing up today to be part of this beautiful service that we're about to partake in, that we've already started. And so with that, I just want to thank you and leave you with this, another quote from Ernest Holmes. May our thoughts be so open to the infinite abundance of love and beauty, compassion and goodness, simplicity and sincerity, that it flows around the world and bringing it back as it must, the joy that is God. And so it is. And with such pleasure and gratitude, I'd like to introduce Reverend Kathleen. Heart so big. Thank you so much, Kathleen.
Thank you, Brenda. Thank you so much. It's so wonderful to have you on board as one of our practitioners. Lovely. So I'd like to welcome all of our members and all of you who are guests here today for a very special service, Blue Christmas. I'm seeing this as a new tradition for us, as a way to pave the way for a more joyful, hopeful, peaceful, loving holiday season. And you know, I love the holidays, and yet I have to say that over the years, there's been a lot of stress at times. So you may be feeling some of the same things. And, you know, some of us do feel that way. We feel, you know, that the holidays are an extraordinary thing. Some of us, though, may feel the stress, and still yet others may feel the loss of loved ones that will not be sharing this holiday season with us. And, you know, we hold you deeply in our hearts for that very reason. Also, you know, many of us may carry a lot of baggage from childhood that we carry into the holiday season, you know, trauma or challenges when we were growing up during that period of time. And then you add to that other kinds of losses, financial loss, divorce, separation, and not being able to get together with families because of COVID-19. You know, you add to it all of that, all of the 2020 stuff that we've been experiencing. And so I believe today is a great opportunity for all of us to really clear the way in consciousness, some little purification work, so that we can be more fully present as who we are in truth this holiday season, for ourselves, for our own enjoyment, and for the others that we share our lives with. So we will be doing what is called a Blue Christmas ritual. But before we do that, I would like to ask Brett to share with us some of the many opportunities that we have in our spiritual community for connection and for more fully deepening our awareness of the divine presence within and the spiritual principles that we teach. So Brett, take it away.
Thank you, Reverend Kathleen. I wish everybody a wonderful day today, and the sun is shining, and we've got November under our belts and December is on the way. So let's try to enjoy the day and enjoy the service. If you would like, I'd like you all to read with me the intention statement. We, the Center for Spiritual Living Delaware, are a welcoming, vibrant, inclusive spiritual community rooted in new thought, ancient wisdom principles. We are here to be the presence of love and to co-create heaven on earth, a world that works for all. Thank you. Okay, we have some wonderful programs coming up, as Reverend Kathleen had referenced. But first, I want to talk a little bit about our children's program, the Young Spiritual Masters, which met today. And I want to invite Shaya to give an update on what the class covered. Shaya?
Hi, Brett. Thank you so much. So we had a wonderful little group this morning in our Young Spiritual Masters. I'm so grateful to have them there. We started our Secret of the Heart, which is love. So we did love today, and we're going to carry that through December. So we'll meet again in 2 weeks. We postponed last week, but it actually works out since we had a fifth Sunday in this month. So let me share our wonderful affirmation with you. Hold on just one moment. And this is the work we all did together. Our affirmation is my love flows out to the world. And we focused in today with just that creation of that love for ourselves and all of the people around us. And we just talked about how that ripples out through the world around us. So we had a really beautiful time talking within each of these circles. You know, first it was me and who I am, and then it was my closest families, and then it goes out to my teachers and my community, and then it just reaches out to the whole world. So it was a really lovely day, and I look forward to seeing everybody in 2 weeks. If you are interested in your little one joining us and you're not getting our emails, please let someone know, and we'll make sure that you're on the list. Thank you. Thanks, Brett.
Thank you, Shaya. It's a great program. Want to say thanks again to everyone who co-created the 10th anniversary celebration that took place last Sunday. It was, you know, truly an amazing reflection of the community coming together. And I do want to give a shout out to Reverend Kathleen and everyone involved in the spiritual community. For me personally, the Center for Spiritual Living Delaware is a support and a refuge and a place of great community. And I feel blessed to have it in my life. And I'm sure that everyone in the community feels the same. So thank you very much for the wonderful 10th anniversary celebration. And I wish another 10 years for this community. November's Social Justice Initiative Ministry Lunch and Learn meets today after service from 12 to 1 p.m. Plan to join us for a lunchtime dialogue on the practical steps to promote social justice through honest internal self-examination and the transformation and elevation of consciousness. We will meet on this same Zoom link. So please stay on the line after service and we will have a great lunch and learn. The next teen group meeting is this Wednesday, December 2nd, from 7 to 8:30 p.m. Reverend Bill Marcioni is the facilitator, and Mary Kegelman and Lucinda Elam will be present as teen advisors. Registration is required. Our next up, let's see, what if this is heaven? Wow, think about that. What if this is heaven? By Anita Morjani is currently being read by the Spiritual Growth Circle. The circle's next meeting is December 12th from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. Please contact Mary Kegelman by December 11th to receive the Zoom link. And of course, for details, Zoom links, and all other information, please reach out to our website under the Get Involved link and the CSL Delaware newsletter in your email. And I want to turn it back over to Bob and Shannon.
Hello again, everyone. Good to see you again. We just wanted to let you know that our signal is, since we have a lot of sound coming through this, we have to keep it a little bit lower. So if you want to hear us a little bit more, feel free to turn your volume up. But we can't turn ourselves up any louder, or then we'll sound like, AC/DC or something like that. So we don't want to do that. So this is a song that was on our new album, and it's really, I think, appropriate for today. It's called "These Mountains." First your heart goes cold, then your stare goes long. The fire in your eyes, the burning desire left long ago. You've been living your life everyone else. You've been holding the weight of this whole wide world all by yourself. But these mountains that you carry on your back, you were only supposed to climb. You were doing your best, but it was never enough.
Never enough.
To please the one in your head that scares you half to death, the one that doesn't exist. It's only up in your mind, the one that drains your cup and always puts you back at the end of the line. And these mountains that you carry on your back, you were only supposed to climb. From the day you were born, your path was already known, and it was one hell of a climb, and yours to do was take it one step at a time. And these mountains that you carry on your back, you were only supposed to climb. These mountains oh, these mountains that you carry on your back, you were only supposed to
And thank you. And now we want to introduce Kristen.
Thank you, Bob and Shannon. That was beautiful. So gorgeous. This year's theme is 2020 Spiritual Vision. Our theme for November is Living as Compassionate Conduits. Today's topic is Blue Christmas, Grieving 2020, Making Room for Hope and Joy. Dennis Merritt Jones wrote in The Art of Being, page 85, in Zen, there is an old saying, the obstacle is the path. Know that a whole and happy life is not free of obstacles. Quite the contrary. A whole and happy life is riddled with obstacles. They simply become the stepping stones that help lift us to a new perspective. It is not what happens to us. Victim or victor, the choice is ours. It is all part of our journey along this wonderful pathway of becoming more of that which we have come to be. Obstacles or opportunities? What say you? And then Iyanya Van Zant wrote, crying purifies and cleanses. A scientific experiment demonstrated that there are 38 toxic chemicals in a tear of sadness, while only one toxin exists in a tear of joy. As you cry in sadness, fear, or confusion, you cleanse the body and spirit of toxins which cloud the mind and prevent it from accepting the truth. Let's affirm with courage together. I now allow myself the opportunity to purify myself by honoring and feeling my feelings, and thus making room for the truth of hope and joy this holiday season. And now I want to introduce to you Reverend Kathleen for the message.
Thank you, Kristen. Thank you for the beautiful reading of those quotes. And also thank you, Bob and Shannon, for a song that is just so perfect and really sets us up and sets the tone. So I want to begin with a story that many of you may have heard before. It's a story of a Bible study group who were studying the quote from Malachi chapter 3, verse 3, that goes like this: "He will sit as a refiner and purifier of silver." One of the women offered to, they were all kind of puzzled by it. So one of the women offered to go and visit the local silversmith and watch him and see if she could glean some deeper metaphysical meaning out of this particular passage. So she did. She found a local silversmith, got permission to watch, and then as she watched, she asked questions, and she really noticed all the details of what was going on. And so the first thing she noticed is that he was holding the piece of silver in the flame for a period of time. And he explained that in refining silver, you hold the silver in the hottest part of the flame. And what happens then is it burns away all of the impurities that produces the kind of silver that we see when it goes to market. So she thought to herself, what is the metaphysical meaning for this? Metaphysical meaning is always about our own consciousness and our own evolutionary process in becoming who we are in truth more fully. And so she said, well, maybe this has to do with us walking through the fire of our challenges, those mountains that we're climbing, that we feel like we're climbing in life, or those obstacles that seem to be in the way. And then therefore purifying ourselves of all of our resistance to the climb, the beliefs, the perspectives that we hold that are unhealthy, and then all of the emotions that go with those unhealthy beliefs and perspectives. So she was beginning to get more clarity. And so then the silversmith went on and said, I sit here holding the silver with the eye on it, my eye on it the entire time. One moment too long in the fire and it could be ruined. So then she asked, how do you know when the silver is fully refined? And he said, when I see my image in it. Again, she pondered the meaning. And so, as we ponder the meaning of this, the deeper meaning of this story and the passage in the Bible, these passages, when we really take them into contemplation and meditation, have a really deep meaning for all of us. So this beautiful story, I thought, was such a great introduction into the process that I'm inviting all of you into today, which is the refining of our own consciousness, of all of the impurities, of false beliefs, of the traumas that we've experienced moving through this life, from the challenges that we've run into, and realizing that we can truly turn all of this into something that supports us, that becomes a stepping stone, another step up the mountain of higher truth. So the thing about our teaching, yes, we have a very positive and practical spiritual teaching, New Thought and Science of Mind. And yet that does not mean that because we practice this, that we will never confront any obstacles in our lives. Dennis Merritt Jones said that so beautifully. Yes, there will be challenges and obstacles. However, as we understand the process of evolution, we can turn those challenges into opportunities and stepping stones. And opportunities, like we said, to purify. And so those things that keep us stuck or numbed out in our emotions, the tendency to deny our emotions, to push them down, to put on a smile to cover them up. All of these things we call spiritual bypass. And it does not support our spiritual teaching to do that. And so that's something I want to make, I continue to try to clear up for all of us. Yes, we do our affirmations, and yes, we do our spiritual mind treatment and our meditation. And yet it's important to understand that that process of feeling our feelings fully and releasing them is very much a part of our spiritual practice. I've called it the practice of vulnerability. And that was in my talk last week. I'm realizing that if we label it a practice, then we'll begin to honor it instead of run away from it. So the thing is nothing really moves forward in our lives until it's transformed or purified. And once we purify it, we discover something that was already there, actually, in truth, the divine truth of our being. It's a process of revelation, revealing that which is already there. And not only in ourselves, in our loved ones, and a deeper understanding of the great mystery of life. So if we sit in the fire of our emotions long enough, and we do it from a certain perspective, from the perspective of our divine inner wisdom. So while we're feeling it, we're also observing from a higher place what's going on, so that we can begin to see maybe some misperceptions or misbeliefs, beliefs that aren't working for us. So we can begin to see where they're operating in our lives, and then to begin to choose to instead see the truth in the midst of the situation. Purification, transformation, something truly magical happens when we take that perspective. So I invite you to close your eyes in this moment. Drop into your hearts. So do that now. Close your eyes, drop into your hearts, and ask your inner divine wisdom self to be with you, be that perspective that you're taking as we move through this Blue Christmas candlelighting ritual together. And then, like the silversmith who sees his image in the purified silver, you and I will more fully reflect the image of the divine, our true self, as love, as peace, as hope, that carries us through the holiday season and into the new year. So let us now begin the ritual, and I'm going to invite all of you to use gallery view so that we can see each other. So we're not going to have any particular person highlighted. Okay, Michelle hasn't. Okay, yeah. And we're also going to encourage you to turn on your videos so that this can be a community experience, So yes, you may be shedding some tears, but you know what? Others will be too. And this, again, is our practice of vulnerability, of letting that come through, up and out, to reveal more fully who we are. And I also invite all of you to gather your 7 candles. I have 7 votives back here on the altar that I will be lighting in the process. And we have volunteers who are going to be introducing each candle. So as they introduce, listen and listen for the prompt where they'll ask you to light the candle. So be listening and then light the candle when they invite you to do that. So I'd like to begin the ceremony with
Candle 1. Let us honor all those who have perished or are suffering throughout the world due to COVID-19, due to wildfires, storms, and floods, due to war and injustice, or due to climate change. Let us now light the first candle. Inhale. And as we exhale, deeply allow your feelings of fear, sadness, and anger to be felt. Now we'll take a moment of silence to offer prayers of blessing for yourself and for all those affected.
The second candle is to let us honor the memory of our loved ones whose losses we are still grieving. We offer our tears as a testament of our love. Let us speak our loved ones either silently in our hearts or out loud as we light this candle. Breathing in and out, expressing our grief. Breathe in love, holding our loved ones in our heart.
Candle 3. Let us honor our feelings about family members and friends who can't join us this holiday season due to social distancing, shortage of finances, or for other reasons. As we light this candle, let us say their names either out loud or in our heart. Inhale. And as we exhale, release feelings of sadness and frustration. Breathe in love, holding them in our hearts as we remember them in a moment of silence.
The fourth candle. Let us now free our hearts from the sadness, anger, and grief caused by other kinds of relationship losses, such as divorce, separation, loneliness, irreconcilable differences, betrayal, and emotional and mental illness. As we light this candle, let us name the losses. Inhale, exhale, feeling our sadness, hurt, purifying our hearts. Inhale, love, knowing that only love is real.
Candle 5. Let us acknowledge the loss of a job, financial security, or home due to COVID-19. Or maybe we acknowledge the great stress from being on the front lines. Let us acknowledge the toll this has taken on us and our loved ones. How has COVID-19 impacted your faith and your feelings about the upcoming holidays? Inhale. Exhale, allowing yourselves to feel any anger, sadness, fear that you may be carrying. As we light this candle, allow a moment of silence to acknowledge Spirit as the source of all your good.
Candle 6. Let us now shift our attention to feeling gratitude for family and friends we do have here and today. Those family and friends still with us, and those of our chosen community. All who are the very incarnation of the spirit of love for us right now. As we light the candle, let us say the name out loud and hold them in our hearts.
Michelle.
Inhale love.
Dan.
Exhale gratefulness.
Candle number 7. In honor of the gift of hope, love, peace, and joy that the holiday season offers us, let us affirm that we are bringers of the light of God, shining in the midst of darkness. In gratitude, we stand with those who work tirelessly for peace, justice, and a healthy, peaceful future and planet. Inhale peace and harmony, love and light. Exhale peace and harmony, love and light. Let's do that again. Inhaling peace, harmony, love, and light. Exhaling peace, harmony, love, and light. And let us now light the final candle. And take a moment of intention and solidarity to be the light as individuals, as spiritual community. To set your intention, I am the light. And solidarity that we are the light co-creating heaven on earth and opening our hearts to the true spirit of the holiday season. So take a few moments in silence now to affirm that, to know that. So let us then use our powers of creation to heal and not harm, to help and not hinder, to bless and not curse. There's a story about Sarajevo in 1994 when a bomb was dropped in a particular area of the city and 69 people were killed. A cellist, deciding he wanted to contribute something, went out into the square afterwards and played a concert and did that for 69 consecutive days as a tribute to each one who had died. And when he was asked why he was doing that, he said, "Because I am here to contribute hope." You know, hope is that which gives us strength to walk through the fire, to keep climbing up the mountain. When we're experiencing chaos and turmoil in our lives, hope is the knowledge that the music goes on. And in the vast universe, you and I are never alone. So as we look around at all of the other people in our spiritual community here today, and if you haven't turned on your video, I invite you to do so that we can all see each other's presence as support. Know that you are not alone, and you're not alone with your pain or your suffering, nor in your willingness to hold a space of love for someone who is going through something very challenging. That we are here as community for that very purpose, to be that safe, that transformative, that loving place in which we can truly feel our feelings and offer love and support. In that way, each of us are the very hands and hearts of the divine, represented by the flames. And these flames then are not only the flames of purification, they are flames representing the spark within each one of us, that spark of hope. So I'd like you to take one of your candles. I'm just going to lift up the whole tray. And I invite you to symbolically accept the truth that you are the light by just bringing the light toward you and over you, or toward your heart. You know, just do it intuitively. And repeat after me, I am the light of the world.
I am the light of the world.
Namaste, my friends, and so it is. And so now I know that we are going to be blessed and graced with Shannon and Bob's beautiful music.
Find your fortress and burn it down. Tell all the men to take the night off, run into town. Raise one up for the liberated one. Stand up tall and watch it burn. All that you stood for and everything you learned, it makes a brilliant light in the summer sky, just like the 4th of July. Something's gotta burn, I tell you. Something's gotta burn inside. Something's gotta burn, I tell you. Something's gotta burn if you wanna shine. Greet the dragon face to face. Feel the heat, reach out and touch the flame, but give a gentle smile, 'cause you know that it's all up in your mind. Something's gotta burn, I tell you. Something's gotta burn inside. Something's gotta burn, I tell you. Something's gotta burn if you wanna shine. If you wanna shine. Something's gotta burn, something's gotta change. Fuel for the fire, fuel for the flame. You gotta see it, gotta feel it, gotta know it, gotta own it, if you're ever gonna say goodbye. It's in the highs and in the lows, in the release, the letting go. It's in the darkest of the night when your brightest light shines. Shine. Greet the dragon face to face. Feel the heat, reach out and touch the flame, and give a gentle smile, 'cause you know that it's all up in your mind. Something's gotta burn, I tell you. Something's gotta burn inside. Something's gotta burn, I
Thank you all. Thank you, Reverend Kathleen, for that beautiful experience. Beyond the message, the experience that we all felt in our hearts. It's an honor to put a bow on that with a song. So we want to welcome Brett back to the speaker view.
Thank you, Shannon and Bob. Love your music. Love your music. Okay, as we finish, we are always so grateful for your donations and your presence. You may donate to the CSL Delaware or the Benevolent Fund by PayPal on the CSL Delaware homepage, or send a check as described in the email you received for today's Zoom link. You may also apply to receive support from the Benevolent Fund by contacting one of the board members. And today, Brenda is offering after service prayer. Simply type prayer in the chat and Michelle will put you into a breakout room with Brenda. Prayer requests by phone or email may be sent to Peggy Frymoyer, and the practitioners will pray for you for 1 week. And I wanted to reintroduce you to Bob and Shannon for our closing song. That was quick.
Shannon went to grab something. Is it okay if we show you what she went to grab? She went to grab something out in the other room. So this is our new album, and it's called Good Words, Good Thoughts, Good Deeds. We released it 2 days after I broke my wrist back in July. And so please come into to our website and get a copy. And then we have this oracle deck of beautiful cards. If you like a spiritual practice of doing a card draw every day, we have 52 songs in this deck, and they all line up with a song from a previous album and some from this album. And we've done 2 songs from this album. Actually, this will be the second song. This is a song called The Measure. And this really just sort of hits the few candles that we did that were for the remembrance of those who we've lost, who've transitioned. So this is a song to bring them back into our hearts in this moment, and to just bring in that sense of what is our legacy? What is the legacy that we are going to leave behind? So this is a song called The Measure. And thank you again so much for having us. Tell me, what is the measure of a life well done? And tell me, how do you count an uncountable sum? A collection of your minutes, your hours and your days, the number of heartbeats, breaths, and the lines on your face. It's a nebulous affair, pulling value from the air. Was it your good taste, your good name, your everlasting image in a picture frame? Or is it nothing you can hold on to, and everything that flowed through you? When your hands are empty and your heart is full, you can smile on your very last day. Well, there is nothing you need to measure, and nothing you need to say, and nothing to take with you but what you have given away. It's never the riches and all it brings, accumulating things. In the final hour curtain call, did you sing the song you came to sing? It's the thoughts and the words and the actions you choose. It's paying it forward and speaking your truth. It's a call to love a little deeper and kiss just a little bit sweeter. When your hands are empty and your heart is full, and you can smile on your very last day. There is nothing you need to measure, and nothing you need to say, and nothing to take with you but what you have given away. Yeah. touch. You're a celebration of the wind and the dust. You were put here for a reason. Be of service and be a beacon. You're a song, you're a light, you're a sacred holy sight. Take a long slow walk through your darkest night and love just a little bit deeper. Kiss just a little bit sweeter when your hands are empty and your heart is full, and you can smile on your very last day. Well, there is nothing you need to measure, and nothing you need to say, and nothing to take with you but what you have given away. You're here to get love, give love, feel love, see love, be love, believe in love, and love just a little bit deeper, kiss just a little bit sweeter. Give it all up, love, give it away, give it all up, give it away, give it all up, love, give it away, give it all up, give it away. I said now, give it all up, love, give it away, give it all up, give it away, give it all up, love, give it away, give it all up, give it away. When your hands are empty and your heart is full, and you can smile on your very last day. Well, there is nothing you need to measure, and nothing you need to say, and nothing to take with you but what you have given away. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. And Reverend Kathleen, I echo, it's been such a joy to reconnect with you, with your beautiful heart and beauty and joy that you bring. And for this community, we miss you. And it's so lovely to see all your faces. With that, I want to bring Reverend Kathleen back to the forefront.
Thank you so much, Bob and Shannon, and all who participated in the service today. I do really feel that we've done a great service to one another and to our planet, and I'm always so in awe how everything just lines up, the music and everything, to support us, knowing that the Spirit of God is active in all of us, and we're all connected and all truly moving in the same direction. So I just want to say before I do the final prayer, if you were activated today by this service, I invite you, this is a great opportunity to work with one of our practitioners. Brenda is available after service, and I am imagining that we have several other practitioners who are here today, and that includes me, who are here available if we have, more than one person. So, don't be afraid that you're going to be taking somebody else's spot. If you feel the call to just, do some more clearing and cleansing with the support of a practitioner, a prayer right after service, please type prayer in the box, in the chat box, and Michelle will line you up with Brenda or one of our other practitioners. Okay, my friends, so I just invite us all to turn within, just giving thanks for the clear and beautiful opportunity to take another step, another stepping stone, another step up the mountain of oneness consciousness, of love and peace and joy, knowing that each one of us are more purified in that ability to reveal who we are in truth, and knowing that this process is truly a process. So as we move through the process, as we move through the holidays, I'm inviting all of us to Remember to connect with people in the community. Remember to ask for prayer. We have practitioners here to support, and to remember that God in the midst of us is mighty, the very light of our being, here to guide us and support us on this journey of transformation, refinement, and purification. So I just give my thanks for this awareness, for this clarity, for the deep work that each one of us have contributed today, just by showing up and participating. And so I release this word now to the omni-action of universal law, the very cosmic heart of God, and I let it be. And so it is. Namaste, my friends. So I just invite you to remember social justice at 12 noon. Our Social Justice Initiative Ministry is doing great work. So I invite you to be a participant in this great work that we're doing for ourselves and for the planet. Have a wonderful holiday, everybody.
All right, everyone. I'm just going to shift gears here.
You're still recording, Michelle.
Thank you. I know. He's so helpful. I just want everybody to see each other and give a good wave before we stop the recording. A goodbye wave.